you. Great to have you. What do you make of ex-President Trump, deciding to run again in 2024?
Well, a couple of days ago, he was sitting in the cat seat. He was doing very well before he announced and before the midterms. After the midterms, his stock has gone down a little bit. He has a less chance, I think, of winning a presidential election after most of the people he endorsed crashed and burned during the midterms. One of the indicators here is, Maria, is that the Murdoch newspaper chain has gone against Trump. They said his time is gone. You know, the
how
Wall Street
big is
Journal.
that? How big? I saw that yesterday, and I just thought that is huge. Is that really a turning point to lose Rupert Murdoch and team?
Well, Rupert Murdoch is critical to the conservative cause. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of conservatives that would vote for Trump, but there are even more of them that would like to vote for Ron DeSantis because DeSantis doesn't have the same baggage that Trump has. So Murdoch's people are going to put their money behind DeSantis, who's done very well in the state of Florida as the governor. So yeah, it's a big deal. You know, sometimes, Maria, when I'm not really happy with the polling, I look at the Las Vegas betting line. And Trump has got about a 15% chance of winning an election against Biden, whereas Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, has a 28% chance. So Trump is behind the 8 ball, but he's going to make a lot of noise, and he controls a lot of the machinery, that is, a lot of the nominating machinery. He would be, about the third or fourth guy who's tried to come back to the presidency after having lost an election. In my lifetime, Richard Nixon was able to do it. And he did it in 1968, but he did it on the back of the Vietnam War and the civil rights movement in the United States. Trump may not have the luxury of coming back, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be making a lot of trouble for people. He's going to be making a lot of noise, and of course, he's under investigation. He'll probably be indicted by the Department of Justice. So I think maybe Donald Trump's time has come and gone. On the other hand, anybody who counts him out, you know, is not really smart, because this guy has the ability to come back.
That is a very bold statement, and that's why I love interviewing you, because you do say these fantastic lines that I like to sometimes follow up with you when the time comes. I'll remember that one. Will he come back or not? And yes, let's not write him off. But just before I go, how much support does he have, and can he unite the Republican Party right now?
Well, I doubt he can unite the Republican Party. He probably has, well, I know he has about 57% of the party behind him, but there are a lot of Republicans who voted for John McCain in Arizona, a lot of good Republicans who just don't like Trump's style. They don't like his character or personality. He's too brash, and frankly, he's insulted a lot of people along the way. But, you know, he commands more than half the Republican Party. And when I say the Republican Party, I'm talking about the base, not talking about those independent Republicans who would prefer to vote for Ron DeSantis. And of course, at the end of the day, Maria, he may just split the Republican Party, creating an opening for Joe Biden. And finally here, let's look at everybody's age. Trump is 76 years old. He'll be 78 when the election takes place. President Biden is 79. He'll be 80 years old on November 20th. I mean, these people are in their 70s and 80s. It all depends on what kind of health they have, or if they have a health problem, they will drop out. They have a number of people who are behind them. And in America, a lot of people want to be president. I mean, they're not going to wait forever for these guys to play, the game of the baby boomers. I mean, or they're not even baby boomers; they were born before the baby boom. But the thing is that there are a lot of people in the wings, and America's like the Game of Thrones. Everybody wants to be the king.
All right, fantastic as always, Joe Siracusa, to get your analysis and your very bold comments. I enjoy hearing them as Trump announces a campaign to run for president in 2024. Thank you so much.
Thank you.